Hello everybody, welcome to Deluxe Collectibles, and today I'm going to be discussing a theory that I have regarding one of the Elemental Masters from LEGO Ninjago, and the information supporting my theory is going to be coming from Tommy Andreassen's Q&A that he hosted a while back on Twitter. I have done a few videos regarding some separate topics from that Q&A as well if you would like to check those out, but for this one specifically it's going to be regarding one of the Elemental Masters, and the question that was asked was, could there be a side story about Camille adding some backstory to a character that we haven't seen in a while? And then the answer that was given by Tommy was that I have other plans for Camille, so I can't really help you. And this is really interesting because I would argue that Camille is probably the most mysterious of the Elemental Masters that we know. She's kind of the one that we got the least sort of development for, I would say. And of course, with her elemental power being transformation, we never know where she's going to pop up or where her whereabouts are. So there isn't really a lot of information surrounding her character. So I think there could be a big plot point that she could play a role in, and I'm going to kind of go further and discuss that a bit. And basically this kind of tracks back to Sons of Garmadon, where we heard Karloff actually mention her in passing when he said that actually she is now a bad girl. So it sounds like she's kind of taken more of a villainous path, and I found this really interesting because of course her character didn't end up returning for Sons of Garmadon when they brought back quite a few of the Elemental Masters to help out, of course, to try to take down Garmadon and reclaim the city, but she was one of the ones who did not return. And I found this quite interesting. Even during tournament developments, I would say that she was one of the ones that took on, of course, the ninja were going up against kind of all of the Elemental Masters, but some of them you could tell were just doing it to win the competition, but she seemed a little bit more like she was doing it in a very like brutal way, I suppose, because of course she was doing the skating race basically up against Lloyd, and she seemed to really be in it to win it, but in more of like a brutal way than I would say some of the other Elemental Masters were. And of course, with just how mysterious her character is and where she could sort of pop up, I think that she could be connected to a big plot line for the new season in 2022, or at least some part of 2022 for Ninjago, and that I think would kind of tie in with the Venge Stone. Of course, we're trying to find out where the source of that is coming from, and I think that she could be related to that. I even think there could be the possibility that maybe she could end up being the person behind all of this. Now, I think that it might not be as obvious as that we're just going to see Camille doing that, but maybe she's going to have taken on a different persona and appearance as this character who's behind this, and then I think we could get the grand reveal of it being this character. Now, I think that would be really cool. Now, maybe that's too much of an obvious way to go about it. I don't know if it would really be considered that. I think that they could do it in a really great way, but I think it would just be kind of interesting because her character, I feel like, has flew under the radar quite a bit, that maybe even some fans of the series might not even have her like or remember her or anything. So it could come as a pretty big surprise if we did see a reveal like that, and I think it could work, especially considering her elemental power and with Tommy saying that he has other plans for the character. Now, of course, that could be in non-canon material. Of course, Tommy writes some stories on the side about Ninjago, and of course she could wind up playing a role in some of those, so it could just be in non-canon material, but I would really love to see us get a return for her character in the canon show. I think that would be a great opportunity for it. And she's honestly just a really interesting character. And another point I want to mention is that I think this could also make a lot of sense because she is the one Elemental Master that we have not received a minifigure for, and I find that really intriguing that she is the one that hasn't been in any of the sets. So maybe they could have been saving her. I know that's going way far back, all the way to tournament developments. They could have included her in one of those sets. Maybe it was just because she wasn't as heavily featured. So of course, I think there is more logical reasoning behind it from a business standpoint, but hey, that could be a pretty good reason that we just haven't got her figure, and maybe we won't even wind up getting her in Legacy, but maybe we'll wind up getting her in some new sets for one of the new seasons. And I think that would be really great to see that, because I definitely, whether we get her as a character in a new season or just in general, I want to be able to get that minifigure. So I think it would be a great opportunity for that and to tie it into the mainline story. So let me know all of your thoughts on Camille down below. below. Do you think she could wind up playing a larger role in the 2022 storyline, or do you think she's just kind of something that's going to be mentioned in the non-canon storytelling for Ninjago? So let me know all of your thoughts down below. And if you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like down below also, and subscribe as well if you would like to check out some of my other content. That would be highly appreciated. So thank you so much. I will see you all next time, and always remember, keep on collecting.